But I've spoken to some of you before, and I said my name is Lola. So if you have spoken, hi, and if we've never met, hi, nice to meet you. And you're welcome to our taster class for transitioning to tech. So, what we would like to do this morning is to make it very interactive. I don't want anyone to be on like, I can't see you, I want to see you, because we're here to, know how we can, help you transform what we can do to make it better, and also to answer as many questions as possible. So, to start with, I'm going to introduce myself, and I want somebody else to go after me to introduce themselves as well. So we go around the house in like next 5 minutes, not more, so we can, go on to the next bit of things. So like I said earlier, my name is Damilola Iguko, or you can call me Lola or Dami. The beauty of having a very long name. And I'm a Scrum Master. I've also gone through the course, both the boot camp and the mentorship class. So if we have people that are doing the boot camp and the mentorship class, or interested in it, you're in the right place, because it was a good experience for me. And um, what else? I'm based in London. So, and at the moment, I work hybrid. So, yes. So, who wants to go next? That's me. Who would like to go next? I can see
Hi, I'm
Falasha there.
Hi,
Stephanie.
Ah,
Hello.
Hi, hi, Stephanie.
Hi,
Nice
I'm
to meet
Stephanie. Good
you.
morning.
Good
I'm based in
morning.
Chester. I'm currently
Okay,
running a master's program in program and project management, and I'm
nice.
interested in the techie aspect as well as the business aspect of project management. So I just want to get a little bit of additional knowledge on the Scrum
Okay,
because I've done it as a course here. So
all right.
yeah.
That's good. Nice to meet you, Stephanie. Falasha,
Yeah,
do you want to go
likewise. Hi.
next?
hi,
Hi.
hi. My name is Tolu Diklodu. I'm a qualified mental health nurse, and I like to study in school alongside with my nursing profession.
Nice,
Currently in
nice.
Manchester.
Okay. Oh, I'm originally from Manchester. Nice to meet you, Tolu. Barbara, I can see your hand up. You want to go?
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Morning,
So,
Barbara.
I've been in testing now for about 24 years. So, it's just
Okay.
really adding skills. I've been saying I wanted to do Scrum, but started, online courses, but I think I learned better with people. So, it was just seeing if this could kind of like ginger me to,
Okay.
yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
That's good. That's good. Nice to
Thank,
have you here, Barbara.
thank
Anne,
you.
you want to go
Bye.
next?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Anne.
My name is Anne and I live in Birmingham. I'm currently
Okay.
doing my master's in management and international business.
Okay.
So I've always had interest to do some get tech knowledge. I was fortunate to have seen this yesterday online and I decided to join. I've actually been thinking about doing the Scrum Master or becoming a Scrum Master.
Nice, nice. And it's not a bad choice. It's a good choice. I'm sure at the end of this tester session, you would know why I've said that. Thank you.
Thank
And Flash a day. You want to go next?
Hi everyone. Good morning. My name is Fola Shadefadaunsi. Um, I'm based in West East Success, precisely West St Leonard's. I'm not so far from London. It's my first time into tech. I have no idea, but I've always
Nice.
wanted something that will give me time for family and the rest. So I've stopped working for a while, just
Okay.
looking at what I could do from home that won't, I won't, just the balance, work, family, and
Yeah.
all. So I came across this on Instagram. I said, okay, let me give it a try. So I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm here. Nice to meet everyone. Thank you.
Nice to have you. Same like yourself. I'm sure most people as well. I transitioned from law, so that's why I said I'm sure at the end of this taster session, you guys are gonna know why you need to do Scrum. So, Rafiat, do you want to go next? Who wants to go next?
Can I go next?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Ololade Olagbaye, and I'm a Nigerian and I live in Armenia. It's really been a long time since I work because of my kids. And now I just started to go into like IT and have idea about what is the hype all about. And also to be able to work remotely from home so that I'll be able to take care of my kids properly. I've been reading stuffs about it on YouTube, on Google, and I'm just hoping I'll be able to do this.
I'm sure you'll be able to. Don't worry. And you have the room at the end of it to ask as many questions as possible to help you have a better understanding of what Scrum is, or what, if you want to actually go into it. So I think I have Rafiat. Do you want to go next? You're muted.
Rafia, I need to call Rafia. She's actually my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's on the call, but she's muted. All right. So
Okay.
do you want to go next? Oh, okay. Hi, Rafiat.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Rafiat. I live in Birmingham. I do night shift. So I got introduced to this through my sister. So and I realized it's something I can do because during the day I don't do anything. So I just want something I could be doing at home with my kids as well, and instead of just sitting at home not doing nothing. So I want something I could be doing during the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Annie, if I'm pronouncing it that right.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi,
Yes, my
good
name is
morning.
I am currently staying in Birmingham. I'm doing my master's in management and international business. And I've heard a lot about Scrum Master, but I do not have direction. So that's why I'm here. I hope to learn a lot. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Patience.
Hi, good
Morning,
morning.
guys. Oh, is there two Patiences in here?
No, there's only one Patience.
Oh, okay, sorry. Hi, everyone. My name's Patience. I'm based in London. I have a background working within social work as well as in housing. And I'm really looking to sort of broaden my knowledge and, learn new skills. So that's why I've joined.
Nice to meet you. Chris, I'm not sure if Christiana had spoken. And
Hi, good morning. My name is Christiana Afolabi. I'm a care assistant worker. Basically, I do night shifts, and I've been wanting to transit into tech since when I was in Nigeria. But I don't have idea on how to go about it, and I came across Nabel Tech. Hopefully, I'm able to grab something and transit into tech. Thank you.
No worries. Nice to meet you. Anybody wants to go next?
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Adeola, and I have background in computing and information system, and I'm working currently as a customer advisor at Innovation Group, where I want to go into my real area, which is tech. Okay. That's why I'm here today.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Mercy, do you want to go next?
Hi, good morning. I'm Mercy. I am from Bristol, and basically I work with client success in Aviva, but I want to go into tech because I want to see how I can work from home and do something more for myself, basically.
All right. Thank you. Nice to meet you. So we're gonna have one more. Rolly.
Hi everyone, good morning. So basically, I graduated years back, 2013, as a MSc with a Master's in Human Resources. I've been working with the NHS since then, being a service manager, but life-changing situation, being a single mom, and I'm also flexible with. I run a charity back in, with a girl child. I want something flexible that can take me out of that permanent role, and just to get my life going and make it easy for me. So my brother currently does the training with you, so he spoke to me about it, and I said, okay, I think it's just time for me to join this group this morning and have a bit of enlightenment in, the tech world, what I can do, if I can really get into. So thank you about
That's
it.
good. Nice to meet you. Ayomide, do you want to go next? Are you there? Because you're muted.
Okay, sorry.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear us, Emily?
Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, good morning. Nice to see you this morning.
Morning, sis.
Yes. My name is Ayomide Odola. Presently living in Glasgow, doing my master's in advanced computer science, University of Strathclyde. So basically, though I really have background knowledge in tech, but I really want to go into the non-technical parts because back then home, I'm into training students on how to develop applications, software, but I want to go into the non-technical parts of IT. Yeah.
All right. Nice to see you.
Same here. Thank you.
Victor, would you like to go next?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm Victor Additional. I actually am currently in tech. So basically, I'm a automation tester. I have a background in software development. So I've been off work since February. So I've been training in DevOps, but it's quite technical. So a friend of mine just introduced Scrum. Actually, I do meeting with them every day, but I never knew that so I'm just looking to, to new challenge as well.
That's good. That's good. Nice to have you on board. Jumoke, would you like to go next? That would be the last, I think. Yeah, for now.
Hi, morning, everyone. My name is Jumoke. I'm based in London. I've been toying with the idea of, transitioning into tech for a while now. I currently work in the NHS, and I looked into Scrum, and it looks like something that I would want to go into. I just feel like I need more guidance and, more maybe hands-on experience because that's how I learn. So a friend was the one that introduced me to Nabel. So I saw that you're doing a tester and I thought, yeah, this would be a great way to kind of look into it further. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, what this session would kind of open up to us all. Thank you.
All right. So nice to meet everybody. And from everything I've picked, it's clear that we all want something more flexible, something that would allow you to work from home, something that would, I'm sure the money is part of it, and to gain more knowledge and to transition from, medical for people that are already in IT, admin, and everything. So this is the right place. And I'm going to now hand over to Joy, who would be doing who we are, so telling you more about ourselves. And yeah, so have a nice session, guys. So.
All right. Thank you, Dami. Thank you so very much. That's been a wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. It's nice having everyone around. So before I go into who we are as a company, I would like to just quickly give a brief introduction about myself, just like everyone has done. My name is Joel, and I've heard a lot of beautiful schools here. I did not go to all those schools. I went to LASU. I went to LASU and I read English, right? But I currently live in the UK, and today I'm a Scrum Master. I'm a practicing Scrum Master, a working Scrum Master, right? And I work remotely too, Right. So I purposely talked about me not, going to a UK school and not doing the beautiful courses like DAMI law or did computer science, or nursing and all of those stuff. I did English. And if you look at it, trying to link English with tech, I'm pretty sure we won't see any, correlation or anything.
Correlation.
Exactly, but what I'm saying is this: when you're transitioning into tech, have the mindset of, oh, I need to have studied in a posh school, or in a developed country, or I need to have done a kind of program that makes it easily for me to just swing into tech and all of that. And by the way, another thing is, people worry too much about, oh, where's the technical skill I need to to thrive in this industry. The truth of the matter is that, I heard someone said he is an automation tester. Beautiful, very nice. I mean, yes, that's good, but you do not need to to have this software background. You don't have to have this engineering background before you transition into tech, right? So I don't even know how to write a code. I don't know where they write a code. For someone like the guy that mentioned that he was an automation tester, yeah, I have interactions with testers, and I know that they, do their testing maybe from, is it Cucumber Studio and all of those stuff. I mean, the only cucumber I know is the cucumber fruit that we eat. So when they mention cucumber, I'm like, so what's cucumber? I do not need to know what they are specifically doing there as a Scrum Master. I just need to know that they are doing something right. They are testing the codes, and the codes are coming out with the utmost quality, right? So this is just to nudge us, to let us know that if you have a doubt in your mind that, well, let me just go and listen to what these people have to say. I know I won't be able to do it because I'm a nurse, because I'm a lawyer, because I did not read computer engineering. Please, I need you to, change your mindset towards that and know that this is possible. To reiterate, I read English in Lagos State University. I have never had to go to any school in the United Kingdom, right? So I have never seen the four walls of any United Kingdom school. I just came with my degree and I transitioned. And today, everything that we so desire, I can say to a reasonable extent, is what I am living now. And I can tell you all, everyone here can transition. You just need to have the positive mindset towards it. So if you can please help me move the slide. Thank you. Yes. So who we are Nebel Tech, and we are a pioneering UK tech training company that was established with a vision to bridge the gap between technology and non-technical roles in the ever-evolving tech industry. Founded by an experienced agile coach and a release trained engineer, Nobel Tech is committed to empowering individuals just like everyone here and facilitating their successful transition into non-technical role within the tech sector. So the idea here is this: we are going into a tech sector, but what we are going to do there, we are not going to code. We are not doing the technical stuff. People that are building code needs people that should guide them. They need people to interact with. There's a business aspect of this whole technical sector. So with a deep understanding of the dynamics and demand of the industry, Nobel Tech offers comprehensive training program designed to equip individuals with the necessary skills and knowledge to thrive in the non-technical roles. The company recognizes that the tech industry encompasses a wide range of opportunities beyond coding and programming. Emphasis on that, actually. And it aims to unlock these possibilities for aspiring professionals. So if you ever make it into the class, trust me, you are going to be seeing more of me. We are going to be holding your hand to ensure that you go from where you are to where you want to be. I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much. Over to you, Coach.
Thank you so much, Joe. That was a great introductory session. Thank you, Dami. And Joe, lovely having you on the call as well. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's a pleasure having you all here. I'm hoping we're going to have a lot of fun in the next couple of minutes. A little bit about myself. So before I start talking and teaching, let me give a little bit of background about myself. So my name is Oluwadamilola Raji. I'm married, I'm a mom of 2. I'm based in Manchester. Professional profile wise, I'm a release train engineer, I'm an agile coach, a scrum master. I started as a scrum master as well, believe it or not. I'm a project manager and also a certified IT trainer. Nabel Tech, and I'll say myself, we kind of like started IT in 2018. Location-wise, we're in United Kingdom, and Nabel Tech office is actually based here in Manchester. The companies I've consulted or worked for would be, to name a few, we have British Telecom, we have Sky, we have UK, Sky UK, Legal and General, Safeguard Global, Greater Manchester Combined Authority, and Skill City UK. And for certifications, I think I like acquiring them, as we say. So I think I have a couple of there. So certified product owner, certified Scrum Master. I'm a cloud practitioner as well, so AWS cloud practitioner. I'm a certified project manager, Lean Six Sigma, digital marketer, to name a few. I'm a Kanban expert. And recently, we've been creating waves of adding social media and also on the internet, and that's basically because we want to disrupt the tech space. I would say it started from the time I consulted for an organization here in the UK, and I was the only Black in the company, and I was the only lady on the team, and it was interesting. And for me, I feel we need more people like me in there. We need people that can come in and make changes. I'm going to talk about myself later and how I transition into tech. But for now, I just want to, let's give a snapshot. So that was the reason why Nabel Tech was born. And for all the publications that we've been featured on, is more around us creating an awareness of bringing more Black people into tech, especially here in the UK. We need to let people get empowered to believe that you don't need to come in and automatically settle for any job that you offer. You can have that for the time being, but there's definitely much more. And it's just supporting you, holding your hand along that journey to, let's say, make those dreams a reality. And that's a little bit about us. The links to all these interviews are on our social media pages. So please feel free to go at your convenience and read through. So let's get to the main gist of the story, how to transition into tech. And for everyone that's kind of introduced themselves over the course of this morning, one thing I can definitely pick is we want a change. And I think that is the legitimate reason for anybody to switch into tech. For me, it was more like, so when I came into the UK, I came in as a master's student. After my studies, I went directly into NHS because everybody said, oh, you have to be a nurse. You have to work in the healthcare sector. And I was like, I just got stuck with it. And at the point, I just felt like the work-life balance wasn't doing it for me. How could I then transition into tech? And all these things that I've listed here, I wasn't fortunate enough or privileged enough to have this set of information. Maybe it would have made a difference. So let's start from the basics. How do we do it? So on the call, we have people that have actually transitioned into tech, that are Nabel Tech students. We also have other professionals that are already in tech. And I'm sure one of the things they can say is, one, you need to look within the industry that's related to your current industry or hobby or what you like doing. For me, I love solving problems. I love helping people. And that was kind of my core, I would say my why. And that was, I need to make a difference. So I went into tech. I know definitely I don't want to code. I don't want to code, even though I've dabbled into Python and the rest of things. But I can't, right now, I can't write a line of code to save my life. Maybe I can only say hello world. But I said, okay, you know what? I don't need to code. What are the things that I can do? What are my strengths? So that would lead into the next stage. So spell out your soft skills, your transferable skills, and now they would help you in tech. So because I love helping people, I love to talk. I know I can communicate easily with people. I've got excellent communication and interpersonal skills. That's definitely something for me. I kind of like listed my skill set that I know I had that would make me succeed in my role in tech. And the next thing I would say is have a mind shift. So you can't just say you want to go into tech and anything anybody says, you're discouraged by it. You need to know why you want to do what you want to do. And you need to believe that you can do it. Trust me, it is not rocket science. At the moment, I've been opportunity to work with one of the best brains in the UK, outside the UK, in tech. And one of the things I can say is we all wake up in the morning, we all take coffee together. They don't have more than 24 hours. We all do the same thing. And the fact that they can do it, the fact that I can do it, anybody can do it. On one of my teams, I had a developer that was 79 years old. Here in the UK, 79. So at 79, if people are still writing codes, if people are still making waves, there's nothing stopping us, right? We have all the technology in the world. We have ChatGPT, you have everything. You have your network of people. Just lean on those and then believe within yourself that you can do it. Don't, I'm looking for the best word now. Don't sell yourself short. You have all it takes and much more. So just have that mindset shift. Let imposter syndrome go away. Attend the bootcamp to speed up your transition process. This is where we come in. So we're here to support you, to give you that platform, that elevated platform to speed your journey of transitioning into tech. Believe it or not, for me, it took me 2 years and 32 interviews to get my first job. For some of our students, they got their job on the first interview, the second interview, 5th, 10th interview. I did 32 before I could get my first job. So having this platform kind of speed things up for you. And that is one of the reasons why we are having this session today, so you can leverage on it. Another thing we'll say is do an internship or volunteer to get the relevant experience. So within Nabeltech, the way we structure our training is more, I would say, hands-on. And because for me, I'm not just a trainer, I actually do this on a day-to-day basis. So everything you're going to be doing within the bootcamp is practically hands-on. You would use the tools, you would do the ceremonies, you would interact with your team members, you will face the challenges Scrum Master face. The only difference is you're not going to be paying you £80,000 a day or a year as a Scrum Master. But everything you need to know as a Scrum Master, you would definitely get to do that. Also, within the time frame of the training of the bootcamp, you are expected to get certified. Please get certified. One of the things I say is, for the way the industry is now, certification just lets recruiters know you're legit. They let you know that it lets them know that you've invested time, you've invested effort in yourself, and you know what you're coming there to do. So for all my students and for those that have gotten roles, I think one of the things they can always say is, I'm not going to let you leave the bootcamp without you being certified. So you need to be certified by the end of the training. And for those that are not going to train, you need to get certified as well before you say you're going into the field. Lastly, find a mentor. I'm happy to, I think for all my students within our training, we have Scrum leads that mentor them. I'm actually there one-to-one on all the ceremonies as well to support and also for training platforms. So please feel free. We're here to mentor you. We're here to support you along the journey. Just reach out to us and let us know how we can help. And lastly, network, network, network. Never underestimate the power of networking. So for me, when I started my journey, I reached out to people on LinkedIn. I reached out to people on Facebook. Hello, my name is Diz. I'm a new Scrum Master. Can you advise me on the next steps to take? Or how did you transition? And I just spoke to people. One of the things that we work on here within Nabeltech is we have a community of practice, an agile community of practice. So within our community of practice, you get to network with other people that are into agile. We have other agile experts, other professionals in the community of practice that you can join. You can come listen to them talk. You can make friends. They will tell you if there are openings within their organizations that you can also apply to. So please feel free to network. And then moving on to what are the different technical roles and non-technical roles that we have in IT. So now we are going to be focusing on more of like the EU, the UK, the US. What are the technical roles and non-technical roles that we have? So one thing I want us to bear in mind is transitioning into tech doesn't necessarily mean you need to have a strong technical background. No, I don't. I'm a graduate from Lee City University in Nigeria. I studied educational management economics, and I'm a registered engineer now. There's no correlation. So Joe studied English, and now he's a Scrum Master with a very core tech company here in the UK. You don't need to have a technical background. I think that's all I need to say. You need to have a strong IT background as well. And one thing we need to know is for every tech organization, you have a mix of people. You have people that have the tech roles, and you have the non-technical roles within those tech companies. So every engineer in an IT industry requires a strong management team and other non-technical people within the team to support them. So even though you have your developers, your testers, we still have our product managers, you have our project managers, your scrum masters, your business analysts, your digital marketers, your content editors. There's so many non-technical roles in tech that you can dabble into. And then for clarity, a tech role is a job or is a role that requires you to deal with computer programs, hardware, software, networking, and maintaining those systems. So that means your role as a Scrum Master would not involve doing any one of that, which is exciting, right? So technical roles, we have the software developer, we have data architects, data modelers, data scientists, information security analysts, computer system analysts, and data engineers, to name a few. And then for non-technical roles, you have your project managers, your scrum masters, your product managers, your business analysts, UI UX designers, to name a few. And then let's look at the skills that you need to transition into tech. One thing I want to say before I move on into this slide is, personally, presently now, I won't say you need to check all these boxes to transition. No. Any skill set that you feel you're lacking, you can always work on it, and you can build and develop yourself. So this is just an overview of what you would need. Communication, I think we all have that already. We've practically introduced ourselves. I'm talking, I'm probably going to, over time, start taking questions. You have excellent communication skills. Teamwork is really, really important as well. So that is teamwork, collaborating with other people. As a professional in tech, you're never going to be working in isolation. I think for me, there's never a day that I work that I don't talk to people. So because most of my roles, I'm fully remote, by the way, and then I just touch down in the office once in a while. So most of the things I do is from the four walls of my office. But that doesn't mean I'm not interacting, I'm not collaborating. So you're definitely going to be talking to other people, but from the comfort of your homes. Problem solving as well. So you need to understand, okay, yes, we have a challenge. What is the strategy? How do we find a solution, or what is the way out for us, which is really, really important. For Scrum Masters, servant leadership is key. And when we say servant leadership, I'm going to touch more on that later. How do you serve and how do you lead at the same time? So you're leading by influencing, you're not forcing people to do things, but you're also there to help them and support them in making decisions. Having attention to details, creativity, looking for amazing ways to solve problems. Analytical skills is important as well. Effective planning and people management is key. Because most of the roles, especially for Scrum Masters, you're going more like a team lead position. So you would definitely have a group of people under you that you support. I think according to the Scrum Guide, we are looking at a minimum of 5 people, a maximum of 10. And for Scrum Masters that are lucky that you have more than one team, you might end up having 20 people that you support. So yes, people management is also important. Other roles that we can also look at within tech, we have product owners, agile coaches, delivery managers, project lead, software testers, and then cloud engineers. So this is the part I like the most. And then maybe I'll pause a little for anybody that is working in tech that I want to pitch in. What are the benefits of working in tech? Why do we do this anyway? Or why are we preaching for other people to come and join us in tech? I think the first one is better remuneration. We get paid well, which is the bonus, right? Who doesn't like money? I'm assuming everybody on the call likes money. So the pay for an average Scrum Master within the UK, you're looking at a minimum of say 40 to 45,000 pounds. And then on a high side, you're looking at 100,000 pounds a year. And then for contractors, you're looking at, say, starting from £300 per day up to £1,500 per day. So it varies. So your salary as a Scrum Master is going to sit within that range. Also, we have excellent work-life balance. Like I said earlier, I'm a mom of 2. I do my school runs in the morning. I do my pickups in the afternoon. I give them lunch and everything while I'm still working. So there's this flexibility around your life, around your family. And then also the other part is flexibility. So you can get to work fully remote like some of us. And then you can, for those that are not fully remote, you can have hybrid options. So that means 1 day a week, you can touch down at the office. Sometimes, or for some companies, they say 2 days a week. For some companies, they say once a month. For some, it is once in 3 months. It depends. And for some, it's fully remote. I think, Joe, you're fully remote, right? You don't need to go into the office at all. Growth opportunities as well. So you can advance quickly within your career or within the tech space. So for me, I started as a Scrum Master. I've been an Agile coach. I've been a release train engineer, and presently I'm a delivery manager as well. So you can always just advance quickly as fast as you want. And the other one is there's high demand. So one of the things that makes a difference is there's a lot of demand around tech skills and tech professionals. So that means most likely when you're well certified and you're well versed and you're fully integrated, you would definitely have a lot of jobs. I know for a fact that I've turned down different offers. And for that, I think there's so many opportunities. And for those that I know, they even get calls from recruiters to say, are you out in the market? Are you looking for a role as well? And then lastly, we have great career paths. It's fully rewarding. I think for me, it's more around seeing how I can help people and how I can help these top tech organizations deliver value. And also, it's just amazing working in tech. So if you have anybody that is already in the field here, would you like to share one of the reasons why you love working in tech? Anyone?
Go down. It's weekend.
Will anyone want to share why they love working in tech? Or should we skip and carry on?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We've got quite an audience. I think you've touched many reasons why I love working in tech. I think the most amazing thing is when you work in a particular app, and you can actually see the people that you haven't met in your life actually using that app. So knowing that, okay, I was part of the team that actually built that. Yes, it's one of the things that why I love working in tech, really.
Thank you very much for that. That was very, very insightful. And I believe that definitely makes a difference for you to see what your team has done, being launched out to millions of people or being rolled out to millions of people. And you just have that joy of like, yeah, I'm part of that. It's really, really rewarding. So what is the salary for Scrum Masters looking like? Or probably non-technical roles in tech? What's the salary range like? I think I just mentioned for Scrum Master earlier. So you're looking at from £45,000 to £80,000. Business analysts earn between £35,000 to £60,000. Project managers salary varies. It's also between £45,000 to £75,000. Software testers between £25,000 to £45,000. And then we're looking at automation tester is definitely going higher. Product managers between £45,000 to £75,000, and UI UX designers between £35,000 to £60,000 a year. And then moving into the body of the course itself, which is Introduction to Scrum. What is Scrum? So I've spoken to quite a number of people in the last couple of days, and especially for those that want to transition. And the question they've always asked me is, I've read about it, but I'm not really clear. What is Scrum? Do you want to tell me what Scrum is about? So Scrum is an agile project management framework. It actually got its name from the game of rugby. And one of the things that we focused on in Scrum is it helps teams. So now we're looking at technical teams, or because Scrum is widely adopted nowadays, so it definitely helps teams to structure and manage their work through a set of values, principles, and practices. So because it got the name from rugby, when you're training or when the athletes are training for a big game, Scrum encourages the team to learn through experiences. So we are learning from experiencing things. We are also self-organizing. So that means no one is going to tell us what to do. We are working together. We're self-organizing around our ways of working. And also we are looking at how we can solve that particular problem or challenge together, while we reflect on our wins, we reflect on what has worked well for us, what didn't work well, and what are the things we need to improve on. While Scrum is mostly adopted within the tech space or within the software development teams, the principles and learnings of Scrum has been adopted everywhere because everybody wants to collaborate better. We also want to learn from how we've done things in the past, and we want to always look at ways in which we can improve. We call that continuous improvement. And this is one of the reasons why Scrum is really, really popular now. And most organizations are leaning towards adopting Scrum. And recently, that has been one of the reasons why we have a rise in the demand for Scrum Masters. Also, one of the things to bear in mind is as a Scrum Master, Scrum gives us a set of meetings that we use, a set of tools that we use. We have different roles within the Scrum framework that helps us to have the right structure within our teams and manage our work effectively. So in a nutshell, we use Scrum mostly for tech projects, and it's more like a framework in which we use to deliver tech projects. And the main core lesson here is we always learn to collaborate together within tech teams. We always learn from our experience. We always look for ways in which we are able to deliver value continuously to our organization. And then when you understand what Scrum is, and we know, okay, we are focused on using Scrum to deliver tech projects or tech products. Who is a Scrum Master anyway? Why do we need one? Why is there a rave around the role of a Scrum Master? I think one of the first things to say is because a Scrum Master is someone that serves as a servant leader. And for you being a Scrum Master, you don't need to be technical. That kind of makes it, I would say, a sweet spot to transition into. So the Scrum Master is there or is responsible or to support the tech organization or the Scrum teams to facilitate that way of working, which we explained earlier, which is Scrum. So that means you're there to support the organization to use those set of principles, values, tools to deliver value. So that means you are there to help them remain flexible, to learn and to grow, and also to improve the way in which they work. As the title implies, a Scrum Master, you are the master of that framework called Scrum. Most likely, the teams you're supporting might not even know how to work, or they might not have heard of Scrum before, or even if they've heard of it, they're not actually working in that way effectively. So most organizations will recruit Scrum Masters to teach their teams, to coach them, to mentor them, to use this way of working, this framework to work, and also to deliver value. So the Scrum Master is the master of Scrum who ensures that the Scrum framework is followed. And because we said earlier, Scrum has a set of values, of roles, of guidelines, and most organizations love Scrum because it helps them set structure. And it also helps the team to be focused. And especially for tech teams, there's a lot of distractions for us. There's so many things we want to do. We have so many deadlines. Scrum also helps them to remain focused. And then when we're looking at who a Scrum Master is, I think we have that on right. You're a teacher, you're a mentor, you're a coach, you're there to support them, you're there to remove any challenges they might have. But even though you're not technical, right? So anything that might block them, it might be around the people, the resources, or internal challenges within the team. It might even be as little as a conflict. You're there to help them resolve those blockers and then help them to move forward. So then when we now know who a Scrum Master is, and because I said earlier, most people see a Scrum Master more like a team lead. And when you come into companies, they want you to kind of come in quickly, take the leadership role and start implementing or helping them deliver value. But why do we even want to use Scrum? Why is there a rave around the Scrum Master role? And then why is every organization adopting Scrum? I think the first one is flexibility. Because of the way Scrum is structured. So we said it's a project management methodology, or Agile is a project management methodology, while Scrum is a framework. This framework helps us to respond to change easily. So I'll try to be a little bit technical now. So example, let's say we are building a banking app, and we have a couple of stakeholders. Let's say we have 5 stakeholders. And because we are using Scrum, right, while we are still building the app, the stakeholders can come to us and say, Label Tech Scrum Masters or Scrum team, can you please change this way of working to make this app have this color, this background, this font, to make the login button stay here and here? They're going to give us different requirements. Because we work using Scrum, we are open to changes and we can quickly adopt those changes. And all we will need to do is, okay, don't worry, give us these requirements. We're going to prioritize it. We'll work on it. And in the next, say, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm going to call you back to come and see what we've done. A lot of people love that because they don't have to. So compared to the old way of working, which was called waterfall, for that old way of working, right, you don't get value until the end. But because of Scrum, we can build applications, software, tech products, and projects quickly and faster. And then we are open to change and we are flexible as well. Versatility. Scrum begins in a software industry, but right now is adopted everywhere. So in healthcare, in banking, in financial services, is adopted everywhere now. And it is usually used for now small projects or large projects. One of the benefits of Scrum is it helps us deliver projects faster and more frequently. So with Scrum, you're looking at how to deliver value to our stakeholders quickly or even customers now. So I'm going to give an example. For those that have iPhones, you know, probably sometimes in the night, it will tell you to upgrade to the latest version. The team that is working on those softwares that is helping you upgrade your phone quickly, they're definitely Scrum teams. And the fact that they're giving you quick updates quickly, and then say maybe every 2 months or every 1 month, you're updating to the latest version, all the things you're doing is done or is implemented using Scrum. So that way, we are not waiting until 2 years when we launch iPhone 14 for you to update your iOS or iPhone 15. You're updating your iOS to the latest versions. So that's one of the benefits of Scrum. Another one I've seen and I experienced a lot is improved collaboration. People within the Scrum team, people outside the Scrum team work collaboratively together. And when we do that, we'd always see that we're delivering value quicker. And then we have happier stakeholders. Our stakeholders are happy because they see value quicker, because they are part of the change. They are also happy. They are more satisfied as well. And then there's frequent level of collaboration. So for most Scrum teams, a representative from the stakeholder will be on our calls almost every day. So everything we are building, no matter the product, no matter the application, no matter the software, we are working collaboratively with the stakeholders. So we can't say after 1 year, we built our app and the company said, oh, we don't want it anymore. It's not going to be possible because every day they are part of those making the decisions. And every day there's visibility around whatever the Scrum team is building. Also, we have lower risk, which is one of the things I've explained earlier. For us, being productive more quickly lowers the risk of going to rework things late in the project. And then lastly, we have sustainable pace. Scrum work in sprints, or Scrum teams work in sprints. That means we have a limited time that we always collaborate together to get value out the door. So for some team is every 2 weeks. So that means every 2 weeks, your team is delivering value, and we maintain that cadence throughout the project lifecycle and also afterwards. Based on that, please, if you have any question, you can type that in the chat after we're going to action the questions. Let's look at introduction to business analysis. I know a couple of people have reached out to me and said, okay, so what's the difference between business analysis and Scrum? When we're looking at business analysis, this is usually a process of studying any organization or business to identify the gaps in practices or to identify opportunities, understand what the problems are, and suggest a potential solution. The solution might include us building an application, a software, improving the process in which the organization works, or even making strategic changes overall. We are all open to that. And so most times a business analyst will come into an organization to identify the challenges they're facing, prefer or identify solutions and the need for improvement. And I would say most usually they would give them a reason for them to change. And there are different ways in which a business analyst carry out these processes. They have the interviewing session, they organize workshops, they do one-to-ones, just to understand what the root cause of the problems are. So business analysis offers concepts and insights into development of an initial framework of any project. And it works together to guide the stakeholders on the project to perform the business modeling in an orderly manner. So I'm going to give you an example just to drive it more home. So let's say we have Nabel Tech as a tech organization or an organization, and we are recruiting Dami to be our business analyst. And we're going to say, Dami, we want you to come, look at the things that we are doing well, identify the things that we are not doing well, help us to understand what the possible solutions can be. So presently, the moment we invite Dami, we are presently in the assist stage. So that means this is our current way of working. But our future state or our desired stage, which is to be, is where we want to be. So Dami would help us map out the process in which where we are, we can get to a better place. And it's really exciting for business analysts, really drive the change home. So why do we go for business analysis, or what is business analysis? To understand the problem the organizations are presently facing, to also understand the structure and the dynamics of an organization. Business analysis helps to identify and articulate the need for change, because sometimes we know we want to change, right? But we don't even know why. Why is there a need for change? So this is one of the reasons why business analysis is key. Also to identify the improvement potentials and then the solutions that we can always consider. And then lastly, it helps to maximize the value derived in an organization to its stakeholders. The good thing with business analysis also is you don't need to write codes. You don't need to be technical. Based on your experience and your previous work experience and your transferable skills, there are things that you can also bring into your role as a business analyst or as a scrum master that would let you thrive. So what are the skills that a business analyst should have? You have translate business problems into technical solutions. What are the challenges they're having? How do we then get the solution? This technical solution will then be explained or will be taken over by the technical team, which is what they're going to work on. Excellent stakeholder management is key. As a business analyst, you're going to have a lot of back and forth with stakeholders, with customers, with subject matter experts. So you need to understand how to relate with them. Requirements gathering, how to understand what the challenges are. You need to gather those requirements so we can provide a solution. Modeling of the business process, excellent analytical skills, communication, and then facilitation. And based on this, I think we've been able to give just a quick snapshot into what the different roles are, and also to leverage on the fact that for you to transition into tech is something that is definitely achievable. All you need to do is to have the right support, have the right mindset, be inquisitive enough, and put in your time and effort. And this is definitely what we can achieve together. So for us now, we're going to talk about our students' journey. So I think we have Glenys on the call, we should have Tolu on the call, and we should have Dami on the call and Mr. Kunle. So we're going to take, let's say, the next two minutes each to get the perspective on their transition journey, and then we're going to talk about the courses in detail. So Dami, would you like to go next? We have 2 minutes. Please let me know if Tolu is on the call. Glenys, let me know if you're on the call. And then Mr. Kunle, we can go over to you as well. So Dami, over to you.
I'm here, Coach.
All right. So Dami, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Sorry for this, I just joining. My name is Dami, and I transitioned from law to Scrum. And the reason for that was because of Dami. So she motivated me that I need to change from what I was doing. And the journey was, I did the certification when I did the boot camp, the first one. And when I did the mentoring course as well, that's when I, did the PSM1. And I have to say, it's not difficult if you are looking to, if you know what you're trying to get out of it. You just have to be determined that you can do it. Anybody can do it. So as long as you're focused, as long as you're determined, and you are able to learn and you're open to learning. So because at the end of the day, you can't stop learning anyway. So the more you learn and the more you get the experience with the coach and the rest of the team, the more you're building yourself for the real world. So I don't have much to say, but yeah, it's been a good journey. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dami. Tolu, over to you. How's your experience being on training? Can you give us more information? What would you like to share?
All.
Good morning, Tolu.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, so for me, at the onset, because I already did some training, some previous training, and also had the certification and all that. But I just knew like I needed like mentorship and I needed guidance, to talk to somebody that is currently operating as a Scrum Master. And that's when I was on Instagram just searching. Well, I wasn't actively searching, but I just came across Nibel Tech on Instagram, and that's how I contacted D as soon as possible. We had a brief discussion, and from that discussion, immediately I knew that definitely this is the right place to be. And so far, it has been good. It has been awesome. The experience, the training experience itself, it gives you the real life experience because practically we already see ourselves as Scrum Masters. We're already doing what a typical Scrum Master would do in a typical organization. We are engaging with the real tools that they use, Jira, Confluence, and the likes. Also, within the team itself, you can see how you are inspecting and adapting, which is all, Agile is essentially preaching. So when you see all these things coming to life, it even builds your confidence. So when it's time to go for interviews, you are already a Scrum Master. So you already know what you're doing. You already know what to talk about, and you already know how to go about answering the questions. So I think it's very important for anybody trying to join this part to know that it's important to be in the right circle. Sometimes the circle you surround yourself with determines, has a lot of influence. So if you want to be a Scrum Master, definitely it's good to have a lot of Scrum Masters around you. It's good to interact with people in the industry. And I think that's one of the things that you also get from this training, because apart from even the mentors and the teachers and the coaches, you also have fellow students, that you guys can always talk to, discuss events, and just, check up on each other. Like, for example, now we finished our last sprint like a week ago, and we have not had a sprint for like the last 1 week. And funny enough, I find myself missing my team. Like, because I'm just used to discussing with these people every single day, at least for minimum of 15 minutes every single day. And I've not done that for the past 4 weeks. I find myself missing them. So they really grow on you. The processes grow on you, and definitely this is the right place to be. And definitely, even after you get your job, they're still on job support, which is very good. So they are practically here to help you through the journey. Yeah, that's it from me.
Thank you, Tolu. Glenys, over to you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Glenys.
Hello.
Hi. So I'm currently in a boot camp at the moment. I've been in a boot camp for about 7 weeks. My background is mental health nursing, so I've been a nurse for about 8 years. I've been wanting to transition into tech for a bit, but I didn't know which role to get into. But thankfully, I saw Nibel Tech's ad that came up on Instagram, and I reached out to Coach Lola. And it's been such an amazing experience. Like, honestly, I know there are a lot of companies that do Scrum Master and business analysis, but this is the best company to do it. And not because I'm in the boot camp, but because of Coach Lola. When I attended the taster session, I could see her passion, wanting to actually help people, especially Black people, into tech. And it's been such an amazing experience. we're all split up into Scrum teams. It's been very interactive, very informative. Thank God I've been able to pass 2 of my exams just under a month of being in the boot camp. And that's just goes to show how Coach Lola has been amazing. And our Scrum leads, Joe and Dami, have been wonderful. And being able to, you have the opportunity to be a Scrum Master in a boot camp, so you can get a feel of what a Scrum Master is like. And my advice would be, it's what you put in is what you get out of it. You have to do a lot of background reading. But yeah, you will not regret being involved in Enable Tech, because they will definitely help and support you every part of the way. So thank you, Coach Lola, for everything. You've been amazing. Once the bootcamp finishes next week, I'm going to really miss it. But I am ready and confident for my role, by the grace of God, in the next month or so. Thank you, Coach Lola.
Thanks, Glenys. And then Mr. Kunle, can you please walk us through your transition journey into tech? And introduce yourself as well, so we get to know you.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Adekunle Oguntope. I transitioned to tech from a support worker, and thanks to Dami for all that effort to make sure everything. I just have to do everything right, and for pushing and encouraging. That is what you're expected to do as a coach. So, which I'm hoping every one of you will have the advantage of. So I will just talk a little bit about this training. What do you get from this training? You will get the enhanced communication. You can reach Dami at any time. Believe me, you would think she doesn't sleep. So set yourself some goals from the beginning, what you really want to achieve. Ask questions and work on the feedback that you get from Dami and other coaches on the call, on the training, and be more interactive during the training. So, because it will help you a lot. So I'm sorry to tell you guys, this is not a job for introvert, really, because you will talk and talk and talk to different people from different levels in the organization. So, and you will have the advantage to actually work with industry standard tools. So that comes in handy because you will be familiar with everything that you are going to be working with. So in a short word, because I haven't got much, Beyonce said something. I'm sure everybody knows Beyonce. She said, I don't bet, but if I'm going to bet on anything, I will bet on myself. Beyonce is a billionaire. So for everyone that wants to know, so bet on yourself today that you can do it. So you will never regret it. So I want to wish you all best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kunle. And just a little bit about me before we kind of start wrapping up. My name is Lola Raji. I transitioned into tech as well, from being a support worker with NHS. And I think for me, I got to a stage that I needed to do better. I feel like there's definitely much more. And I reached out to a couple of people. I started a training on business analysis. And then while on the training, I remember someone said, oh, I got a job as a Scrum Master. And I was like, what is that? I've never heard that before. So I just went on Google and click. I started reading about Scrum Master. Like, okay. So I reached out to the training provider and said, I would like to do a training in Scrum. And the man said, oh, I'm sorry, we don't offer Scrum training, only business analysis and project management. I actually went in for project management and business analysis. So at that point, I was like, okay, you know what? I've never seen anyone that's a Scrum Master. I've not done it before. I started self-studying and reading. It took me a long time. In between, I got pregnant, I had a baby, I started interviewing, I did my CV, I did my certification based on what I've read, and I just started applying. And for me, it was hard to transition because I never had someone to kind of show me how to do it. I never used the tools. I just kind of stumbled my way through it as well. I think Mr. Kunle can testify to some of those. And it was really, really hard. And my first job, I got it as a contractor after 32 interviews and 2 years. I got it as a contractor, and I believe the first paid then, I went in for the interview. I did not know what the offer was. I just went for the interview. So the lady came back and said, "Oh, congratulations, you got the job." And I was still happy. I was excited. And she was like, "Oh, we just wanted to confirm if £65,000 basic salary is okay, then plus benefits, it's going to be £70,000. And then I froze. Like, what? And then I went to the toilet, and then I came back, and my tummy was like, "What are you saying? 70?" And I think from that onward, it's practically been life transforming. I think that has been the minimum I've earned since that time. And for everybody that knows me, I'm very transparent with pay, with the way the market is, and that's because I feel everybody learns. I'm sure my students learn from my experiences. So all the interviews that I've gone to, all the interview questions, I documented everything, and these are what my students are working on at the moment. So there is no rocket science. Scrum, they recycle questions. You would always have this series of questions that would come up, and we're already setting ourselves up for success. And the good thing for us is at the moment we are running our Scrum Master training, and we are offering a 50% scholarship. The business analysis training will kick off at the end of September for this cohort that is starting on the 5th of August. So this cohort is going to start on the 5th of August. The training fee itself is £1,000, but because we are running the scholarship, it is now £500. So the scholarship is for 50% off. So that is now £500. The good thing is, because of the training and because of who our students are, we are really passionate about helping people transition into tech. We understand it might be difficult for you to kind of say, okay, you know what, let me pay all at once. We have a lot of people that paid all at once. So we set up a monthly installment plan. So the first installment for this cohort will be due on the 1st of August, and that is for £250. And then on the 1st of September, the monthly installment due will be £250. Everything you would benefit from the bootcamp is, I would say, is definitely, for everyone that's been on the training, they tell us you're on the charge for your trainings. And that's because you would have 8 weeks of intensive lectures. And I saw your question on the chat. I'm going to take questions in a bit. The questions, the training itself is Saturdays between 11 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. So it's just 2 hours every Saturday for 8 weeks. And you can make it to fit around your life. You can use it to fit around your family as well. And then you have your CV, your LinkedIn optimization, your reference is going to be from us, and even on the job support. And the good thing is you get to use the tools that you use every day at work as a Scrum Master. So I think everybody that's been on our trainings can testify. You're on Slack, you're on Microsoft Teams, you have your presentations, you have your Jira tools that you use as well. So which is one of the benefits of training with us. And now I'm going to quickly pop up the steps. So if you want to register, I'm going to start taking questions now. But if you're interested in registering, if you're not already on the Telegram group, please drop your name and your phone number in the chat. And then someone within our team is going to reach out to you today to help you get onboarded. The next cohort starts on the 5th of August, and that would run till the 30th of September. And we are hoping by the end of September, you are all certified Scrum Masters, you're confident, and you can go and get your jobs. I think we've seen the last tester session we had a student on the call that she got her job on a post interview. We have students that have testified to getting their roles, and it's just more to reinforce the fact that you can do it. I did it with practically no help, and I think it was just partly God that kind of stirred my path. It took me longer, but now that we're here to bridge that gap for you, we believe you can definitely succeed. So if you're interested in joining the next cohort that starts on the 5th of June, please drop your name and your phone number in the chat while we take questions. So yeah, we are open to questions now. We can take questions for the next 20 minutes, and then we would round up. So any questions, Tim? Christiana, over to you. Christiana, we're waiting for you, and then Nolly.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Titinola Christiana.
Hello.
Everything you said seems like we can actually do it, and I really enjoyed the lecture. Thank you. But one thing I want you to clarify is I know it can be all sweet and everything. Can you tell us the challenges we're going to face, like disadvantages or something, so that we can know what we're actually putting our heads into or something? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I feel you should just let us know if it's possible for you to actually make it true or something.
I like that fact. And I think I touched on my own experience intentionally. So the previous cohort, we had other people join and they shared their experience. But I think for me, I'm going to talk about myself and the challenge I faced. So I think the first challenge I faced was because I never had a mentor. I never had someone that was a Scrum Master. In short, there was nobody around me that had done it before. I remember telling someone I wanted to transition into tech, and he practically just laughed and said, "What are you doing? You're just wasting your time. Better go and pick your shift and go and do your work." So it's more to reinforce the fact that it's not going to be all rosy, but that is where your determination comes in. For me, I did not get my job on my first interview like my students, or after 2 or 3 or 4 interviews like my students have done. I got mine after 32. It was hard. But one of the things that kind of stuck with me was, I'm not going to give up. And I tell everyone that is on my training that you are not permitted to give up. No way. I can't even. So even after completing the training, we just don't say that's the end, you can go. You're still part of that community. You can still come back to class and listen in anytime. And that is the beauty of being with us. So by all means, I'm not going to say it was easy. Another challenge I had was because I'm a mom. I had to fit it around my life, my family, trying to read. I read midnight. So trying to read midnight to come to speed. I think the interview that got me my role, I read overnight. For you think I want to do that? Leg in water, reading. I read. And that's to say, nothing good comes just like that. You need to be persistent. You need to work for it. So now that I'm working, what is the disadvantage? I don't have time to travel around the world like I should. So that for me now is a disadvantage. But now I can definitely say it is worth the wait. 100%. It is worth the wait. I'm going to share a little bit of information. As a Scrum Master, I've earned over 1,300 per day here in the UK and from my house. And that's to say, if I can do it, there's nothing stopping Christiana from doing it. And the good thing is, I know other Scrum Masters that work for countries. So presently where I'm consulting for a US firm. You can work from the US, you can work from Dubai, you can work anywhere. But I think for me, it's more not just lacking. You need to go for it back to back. Don't give up. For 2 years, I was on it. So if you're determined and you put in the time, it will be rewarding. And I think that's probably what I can say that I would say is the challenges. But other than that, we are here to support you along that journey. So don't fret.
Yeah, Coach, can I just quickly say something?
Okay,
Joe, yeah.
go for it, Joe.
Yeah, so hi Christiana. Please, I think the major challenge we are going to face in this journey is the challenge of the mind, right? So the first thing we need to really conquer is our mind. If you are able to conquer your mind, just see yourself that you can do this thing. Because trust me, when you leave this boot camp, your mind is going to really challenge you. You might start thinking, is this thing really for me? I mean, you might want to go back to your comfort zone and say, this is what I have been doing. This is what I know how to do. The truth is this, you have a very small, how do I say it now? a small device like in your mind that will be telling you that you can do it. That is what you should listen to. It is that voice you should listen to. If you can be able to conquer your mind and your mind is telling you you can do it, all you need to do is just to be fully invested in this, right? Study, attend the classes, and you would realize that this thing is something that you can be able to do. Coach emphasized on she getting a first role on, is it the 30-second interview? Please don't mind coach. That is our era. This is our own era. When coach did this thing, trust me, we do not really have resources and helps like this, right? Someone like me got my own role on my second interview, right? It was just my second interview. I got my role. So when coach did as, we don't really have organization as, serious as this, as hands-on as this. But this is where Nabel Tech comes in. There is no way you will come to this program, you will, put in the effort, you'll be fully invested and serious. And I mean, you will not go out there and shine. You definitely will shine. And we don't just train you and leave you. If you are going into an interview, the first thing you would have with us is a mock interview. You are going to sit down, put on your camera, wear your nice shirt, and we are going to run you like to the ground. You are going to really do an interview. You will sweat. So you are going to have an experience with an interview session here. Then imagine you having that experience and going into the actual interview. You already know what the expectations will be. Right. So that is just what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Let's take another question from Nolly. Nolly, to you.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Nolly, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the insights and for everything, though. However, so my own question would be, because when I go through Indeed and all of this job application and job description, most of the time I always see that they do not offer certificate of sponsorship, and we all know that for us to remain here we need certificate of sponsorship. So I don't know, is it that after doing well, after getting your interview, they overlook that and they probably give it to you? Because that's what has been holding me down, to be honest. Because whenever I just check and I'm like, oh, they don't offer this, I step back, I try to look for the ones that offer sponsorship, and most of the time I don't get to see any, or even if I get to see any, it's probably taken, or the job opening is done and is expired. So I don't know how you went about that. I don't know how you went about getting certificate of sponsorship, or that's just my question, basically. And then I'm not able to drop a chat here. I want to drop my name, but it's not giving me that. So
you can send it to the WhatsApp number on the screen.
Okay.
So let me answer your question. So I think presently on our training, we have a couple of students as well. And for all the students that I mentor, I tell them something. Never say never. Exceptions can be made. And one of the things I always advise is, especially for those that want sponsorship, is to be very, very strategic. You're not going to apply like everybody else is applying. You're going to go extra mile. You're going to talk to recruiters. You're going to reach out to them on LinkedIn and say, okay, this is where I am. I'm a certified Scrum Master, and this is what I want. Are you able to help? And also, I know there are some companies here in the UK that offer sponsorship. So I know Jaguar Land Rover, I know the Big Four also offer sponsorship. And there was a company that actually worked before that offered sponsorship as well. So I would say you need to be strategic. If everybody is applying for 2 jobs in a day, you might end up applying for 10. And that means because you definitely know what you want. So I would say it is not entirely not possible. It is possible. You just need to know how to position yourself. And you need to start doing the research, especially if you know you want to go into Scrum Master roles. You need to start looking at tech companies that offer sponsorship here in the UK. So you just don't go to Indeed and you just look at the job description. No, that's it. You go to the companies, you reach out to the HR of those companies, look for them on LinkedIn, connect with them and talk to them. And I know definitely something can give. I know presently one of our students that got a job as well, and they offered sponsorship. So yeah.
All right.
Never
Thank
say
you
never.
so much for that.
You're welcome. Victor Folashade Evans Atinuke. So Victor, would you like to go next?
Hello,
And we have
everyone.
9 minutes more. Hi, Victor.
Hello, good morning. Thank you so much for this session. I'm actually new to this as well. My own is not actually a question. Mine is just a kind of encouragement for everyone online. Thank you so much, Lola, Noble Tech team. You guys are doing a great job. I'm actually a software automation engineer, so I actually know what you're talking about. And for me, I've been on a technical role. Coding, it's quite, hard, and it's one of the things that someone need in this IT sector. But along the line, notice that it's quite technical and all that. So that's how I joined this program. So I could actually just to encourage the people online as well that this is the place. I haven't even done the training, but with the feelings I have and the way you guys package it, it's really superb. And thank you so much for bringing us on this session and the kind of job you're doing. It's definitely great. So just encourage everyone online that this is there's a need for you. I could remember in my last role, there wasn't a Scrum Master. So the developers, we testers, we don't even know what we're doing. Things were really hard. As a matter of fact, they need to bring each and everyone online to be a Scrum Master, even though I've never done a Scrum Master. So there's definitely a need for Scrum Master because you can see the gap when there is no Scrum Master. So we have to take on the role of a Scrum Master because the developers only focus on their coding and the software tester only focus on their testing on the application. So definitely there's a need for Scrum Master, but for people that are not really into coding and all that, even myself, I have to come to Scrum as well. So definitely it's the right thing to do. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Victor. All right, Evans, do you want to go next? Then Atinuke.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, I would like to express how excited I am about coming on this call. And so thank you to the coordinators and everyone who is bringing this together. Is a great opportunity. So my question would be, you made mention of the salary. Is it 45,000? Is it that is it the base salary, or some recruiters would actually try to go down on that? And my next question would be, so I tried to put a query on Scrum Master jobs on LinkedIn, and I didn't get anything. Is it more like there's a different job title for that on LinkedIn or anything of that sort? And I tried to search in my area as well, and I didn't get anything in Milton Keynes. So if you can answer those questions for me, thank you.
So one thing to say is don't let the recruiters give you a rubbish offer. The base salary for Scrum Masters now, 2023, is 45,000 in the UK. So most times the company would tell the recruiters, oh, we're willing to go 40, right? Or we're willing to go 45. And then the recruiter would call you and say it's 38. So for my students that are actually recruiting, I would tell them to ask what is the company offering and then put something on it. Because at the end of the day, that might actually be the base. So don't let that stop you. The second question on LinkedIn, there are loads of Scrum Master jobs on LinkedIn. So I'm guessing the filter or the query you used is wrong. So reach out to me. I'll share the correct filter with you. And then you asked one more question. Do you want to remind me, please?
Okay, thank you. So I was trying to look for Scrum Master positions in Milton Keynes or somewhere local, so I didn't get anything as well.
So let me say something on that quickly, Evans. Don't limit yourself to Milton Keynes, because most likely the job you might get might be remote or hybrid. So if you want to search, I always tell my students, search for the whole of UK. In short, search outside UK. Because the moment you limit yourself to Milton Keynes, you get less opportunities. So apply wide, and then once you get your role, you can negotiate with your company, but never use location to be something to filter out opportunities. Like for me, I'm working for a US firm. I have contracts in London, and they pay for my flights to go to London and to come back home. And they will just always fit it around your life. So please don't just limit yourself to Milton Keynes. Filter, check for jobs throughout the UK, apply for all. When you start interviewing and you get your job, then negotiate with them. All right, let's move on. Atinuke, we are running quite late, so yep, let's carry on. Atinuke, any questions from you?
Yeah, I'll be quick. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. I was a bit hesitant at the beginning.
Don't be, please.
My sister and I were going through various training companies and all that, and well, I just decided to join this class. My main question is that because she had a problem, one of her friends just finished the course with another training company, and they had over 300 students in a class. I was just wondering what kind of how is your structure going to be for classes? Because I would like to be able to interact with the whoever is taking the class, you know, so that the smaller the better. That's what I'm just trying to say. And then when is the cutoff? If you're paying $250 for the 5th of August, there's a closing. When is the cutoff time for payment? Thank you.
All right. So one, we are very structured in our trainings, and I think for all our students that have spoken, that is definitely one thing for us. For each Scrum team, you have 6 people in a Scrum team. 6. 1. And then for the class itself, I think we are looking at a maximum of 40. So this particular scholarship is just available for 40 people. And that's because we want to be able to manage the class size and give you the best experience. So sometimes the smaller might actually be better. And then the cutoff for registering for the 5th of August class is on the 1st of. So that means the payment should be made latest the 1st of August. And yes, you have just 6 people in a Scrum team, and then each Scrum team would have a Scrum lead. All right. There's someone here with a question. 351-790-701-198. Do you want to ask a question? So, Deepo as well, you have a question.
I have a question.
Okay, Folashade, please go.
Hi. Thank you for today. It's been mind-blowing, eye-opening, you know, and fun and interesting. Thank you. I enjoyed every bit of it. So some of the questions has been asked by other colleagues on the platform, but I would like to ask: is there anything I need to gather, like a physical tool, aside from getting my mind, everything ready? What are the things? Do I need a good laptop? Do I need a mobile phone? Because I know tech people are always into the gadget thing. You know, I will see them using, you know, latest iPhones. I was like, okay, these tech people, they can intimidate with gadgets. What's going on? So I just need an idea of, you know, what I need for the class. Probably I need a pen, I need a laptop, I need a Wi-Fi, you know, just to prepare myself. So that's just my simple question. Thank you.
Brilliant. So yes, we love gadgets, but that doesn't mean you need all the gadgets in the world. All you need is your notebook to take notes, and then you need your laptop. So it definitely, laptop is a must for all the classes. I know some people join on phone, but they might not have the best experience, but we always advise a laptop.
Sorry, any laptop, any
laptop. Good one. As long as you can connect with Teams and internet, any laptop. All right, Deepa, your question, then Anne, your question. I'm actually late for my next call, so let's see if we can take the next questions.
Yeah.
Deepa?
Hi.
Okay, Anne, go for it. Yep.
Yeah. I think all the questions I had in mind to ask have been asked by others, but this is it. I work, like right now, I'm running late for work already. I'm just at home because of this section. So I want to ask, because I work between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Saturday. How do I participate because of time?
That's a very good question. So all the classes are recorded, all of them. And then we also have a learning management platform. So that means all the classes and also previous videos are on there. So you can go and watch at your convenience. And then for all the class that you missed, your Scrum leads will share those classes with you. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay,
and then your Scrum leads will also support you for any session you missed. They will bring you up to speed and explain more details to you.
Okay, that's all right. Thank you.
Thank you. Dipo, are you there? Jumoke, you have your hands up.
Yes, Dipo is here. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm still very curious about the timing. Are you sure 16 hours will be enough to? Because honestly, that's less than a day. Just 16 hours of training will be enough for you to transition into tech. It's
it seems like rocket science.
Yeah,
60 hours.
You made
so let
it
me
look so
clarify.
simple.
Let me clarify. 16 hours of training is enough to get you. In short, we have Scrum Master classes that is just a day and then a couple of hours you're done. So 16 hours spread over 8 weeks is enough. 1. 2, you have workbooks that you engage with. You have videos to watch. You'll be assigned to your Scrum teams. You meet with your Scrum teams 15 minutes every day. You have your sprint planning and your retrospective in the evenings with your Scrum team once a week. And I would say the bulk of the teaching itself, yes, 16 hours is enough. For all our students that have gotten jobs, in fact, yes, it was enough.
Okay. All right. I take your word for it because you made it look so simple.
I think my work speaks for itself. So Joy is also one of our students. We have a couple of other people, and I think previous videos we can share with you for our students that have come online to talk as well. So please take my word for it, and I can reassure you you're good. As long as you immerse yourself in everything, because it's not just the class itself that makes the training, right? It's called a bootcamp for a reason. It's not just the 16 hours lectures that makes the training. There's so many things. And in short, the feedback we've gotten is the bootcamp is really, really intensive. So you need to come with your mind made up. And yes, the main class that we have talking back to forth is for 16 hours.
And also, I was going to ask you, sorry, if you want to do both Scrum Master and business analysis, is there a discount? I mean, if you want to take both courses.
At the moment, the discount only applies to the Scrum training. The business analyst course is £1,000. And then you would have to take it after the Scrum class. So you can't take the two because it would just be too much for you. Okay. So you would need to do the Scrum. Once it ends in September, you can kick off your BA courses in October.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And Jumoke, any question from you? And then there's a number as well. Any question before we go off? We're way over time.
Yes, Jumoke here. Thank you. I wanted to double check if we are interested to join the next session that's coming up. Is there anything that you would advise that we kind of look into prior to starting? I know there's a Scrum guide. I've read through that before as well, but is that something that you recommend, or you just say come as you are for the first session and we kickstart from there? Thank you.
Basically, you don't even need to have any prior knowledge. So the fact that you've read the Scrum guide means you're proactive. So yes, the Scrum guide is good. Another thing I would advise is for you to watch videos on Scrum on YouTube. And then that's just enough for you to get started. And then once we come to the class, we'll start from the basics, from introduction to project management. And then we're going to build on that moving forward. But yes, I think you have all you need for now.
Perfect. Thank you.
There's also a question in the chat. Is there a face-to-face class? No, all our classes are virtual. If you want to see my face, come down to Manchester. And then we're going to we have a couple of events that we plan anyway. So we're going to have our next Christmas dinner and gala nights towards Christmas, and then we can get to see. But for now, all our trainings are virtual. Last question before we go. Dipo, I think we've answered your question. There's still a hand up now. Do you want to ask a question now?
No, I'm done. Thank you.
All right. Then we have a number. I think the person just went off and then is back online now. There's a number 351-709. Do you want to ask your question or are we good? I think we can start rounding up now. Thank you so much for joining our class. Alice, you have your hands up again. Alice, do you want to ask your last question? And then we can round up.
Yes, please. Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
I just wanted to ask, because I'm interested in doing the Scrum Master one, but then I'm also thinking of doing the BA. So my question is, would doing both of them, because honestly, initially, I was only thinking of the BA, but you've sold the Scrum Master now. So I'm just a bit confused here.
All right.
So would doing both put you in a better position? Because my problem, someone has asked about it before already. I need the sponsorship. And from the research, just like her, I haven't seen like roles on the major job websites and stuff. So that's one thing. Yeah, the question is, would doing the Scrum and the BA put you in a better
Give you more
position?
opportunities.
Yeah.
I would say for now, I'm not sure, in all sincerity. I would say do the Scrum role.
Yes.
Apply for jobs. But if you feel you're not getting traction, then you can consider the BA roles. But I know at the moment with Scrum, there are still some organizations that sponsor. So I would say I first do one, complete it. Because if you're doing the two, you're not going to give your all to it at the same time. You get what I mean? So do one, finish it, either BA or Scrum, do whichever, complete it, apply for roles, see how that works, and then you can see if you want to dabble into another thing else. But like I said, never say never, just try.
Okay.
And someone said, go on.
No, just the last bit. In your experience, which one has given more opportunity to sponsor? Yeah, people that need sponsorship.
So at the moment, I don't really know much about BA sponsorship, but I know Scrum roles, about Scrum roles that sponsor. So I'm not going to give you any information that is not verified.
You're not
or
sure.
that I
Yeah,
cannot verify. Yes. But what I can do, what I can advise is, I know some organizations from LinkedIn sponsor. So like I advised the person that asked earlier, you might need to go into LinkedIn, go into their DMs and talk to the recruiters. You need to go that extra mile. Just don't look for sponsorship roles on Indeed or JobServe and then wait that they're going to post. Even if they post, they're going to have like loads of people there. So I need to jump off now to the next call.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Someone said, is the tester available to rewatch? Yes, 100%. So if you want to rewatch, please reach out to someone within the team. They would let you in. Thank you so much, everyone. It's lovely having you on the call. I need to join our next bootcamp. So our students are actually sending messages now. I need to jump on the next call now. It's been a pleasure having you all and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.